these thoughts, these negative thought forms, as we encounter them, we can rely on God, that God is going to carry us through whatever negative condition that comes up from within us. As long as we don't hold on to it and try to make it, like clutch onto it like it's some kind of precious thing. If we can just let it go, God will be there for us. And this is a trust that we want to really cultivate, and just know that because it's scary, right? If you go in and you start dealing with negative thoughts that are within you, that uncovers a lot of crap, and you get into previous woundings and all kinds of deeply sorrowful things. So you don't hang on to that stuff. Just let it come through, and then just settle with it. Just be with it. Let it have its transformative effect. But all you have to do really is just touch it, just because, and by that I mean to remove all desire to avoid it. And I guess, in the common vernacular, it would be to embrace it, but that sounds kind of trite to me. It's like you touch it. All you have to do is just touch it, acknowledge its existence, because I think that's the only thing it wants from us. It just wants to be acknowledged. Something inside us says, I'm deeply, deeply sad. But if we avoid it, then that just adds sadness to sadness. So it's just acknowledging it. It's there. Yes. Okay, I see you. Then it just changes. Then it becomes part of us.
Is that the same as shadow work integration? And it sounds like, I mean, are we to, if we have these recurrent thoughts as a result of wounding, how much work are we to do to heal those, or get that? Or are you saying it's just a matter of touching it and going through and then being beyond it?
Yeah, so even a better word than touching it is to eat it, to actually eat it. Because when we take food and we chew it up and we swallow it, we're making that food part of us, part of our body. It becomes part of our body, right? So when these things come up from within us, it's really the most appropriate thing is to eat it, is to treat it like fuel or as food. And then as we do that, then it doesn't get negated. It becomes incorporated, and which is what integration of shadow means. But as long as we think of it in terms of something that has to be healed, it's like, have you ever had somebody say to you, I think I can heal you? And you go, whoa, wait a minute. Something wrong with me? Why do you think I need to be healed, right? Well, that's how your shadow feels. Wait a minute. What? I'm not here. I'm not tugging at you to, have you condemn me or to criticize me or to judge me, right? Your shadow, all it wants is acknowledgement. It's all it wants. It doesn't even want to act out. It just wants acknowledgement. And acknowledgement in this sense is really, it's like eating it so that it then becomes a part of you. So you want to get rid of that word heal when it comes to your shadow, because the shadow is not interested in being healed. I know this is true because I've done it, right? I've done it. So, and I feel like when I've done the shadow work and fully, embraced and really took that in, whatever it was, the next day I have like 3 or 4 times my normal energy. There's no doubt in my mind at all about this stuff. It is absolutely true, and it works. It works for me. And I'm not, I'm not from Mars, so I assume it works for everybody. But yeah, it's and I love that picture. I think I brought it up before, that picture of Norse legends of Siegfried, having just slain the dragon. He's standing there with the dead dragon and the sword, but he's got his fingers to his lips because he's tasting the blood. He's consuming the blood of the dragon. There's a reality to this. It's a definite reality. You don't heal it. You don't stuff it. You don't put it off on. You don't rationalize it. None of that stuff. You eat it. You take it in, and you acknowledge it. You acknowledge it for just the fact of its being, and then you'll be amazed at what it does to you. I mean, it just changes everything.